I am speaking with Wendy Plandowski today from the Saskatchewan Summer Games 2024, of course, coming to Lloydminster here in a few short days. Wendy, at this point in time, what is the committee doing that's getting this all ready to go? What are they up to right now?
By far, this is the most exciting day that we have had since we started this process. There's lots of things happening. We've got people getting over to the Athletes Village today, just making sure that we have the proper room allocation set up for all the athletes. We're excited to say that we're going to have a full house. At some point, we weren't sure if we would have a full athlete protocol, but we do. And so that's fantastic. So we're just making sure that we've got all the room allocations at the comp for the Athletes Village. We've got lots of phone calls going out to people who had offered to volunteer, making sure that they've got access to their shifts, finding out what's the best opportunity for them to have a blast while they're volunteering, what's their skill set, where would they like to go. And we're just seeing everybody pull together, and it's a really exciting day.
I do know that we're hoping to get more volunteers involved. And has that happened?
Yeah, every day we're getting more and more people that are getting their security checks done. I can't say enough about our local RCMP detachment. They have stayed late, open late for us to process like probably 30 applications a day. And they've just been so helpful. The turnaround there has been great. It's those kind of community partnerships that you need to pull everything together. And as of right now, we're well over our 800 volunteers. It would be ideal if we could get another 100 that would be available to sign up between now and Sunday. Having said that, lots of people are taking 3, 4 shifts. And so the volunteers that we have are really stepping up to the plate, but we have room for more. We have room to spread the incredible opportunity of being a volunteer to a few more people.
I imagine there's a great amount of energy that comes along with this type of event. For people that are not familiar and maybe have not attended a games in the past, what could they expect?
It's going to there's a real buzz with a multi-sport games because it's so spread out around the community. I think that everywhere you go, you're going to see parents and family members and officials and athletes, and we've got so many different venues around the community. And so, I think you're going to see the buses all week transporting kids from the athletes village to the food center to the venues. You're going to see lots of the cultural activities that are going on around the community, including the big Synovus event on Wednesday at the college in Miller Park, which is just going to be really exciting. We've got some very special guests coming into the community for the opening and closing ceremonies, including the Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan. And so there'll be that happening as well. And so I think there's just going to be a bit of electricity in a good way. And of course, it's going to be very hot. So we're putting all of those heat protocols into place as well, just to keep our athletes and our volunteers cool.
All right, can you speak to that a little bit, Wendy? Because I know we just came through that for the fair. What kinds of things can be done for the volunteers and the athletes?
I think more than anything, it's just making sure that people are aware of their own limitations and making sure that they take a break and stay hydrated and go into one of the cooling centers that we'll have. We're very fortunate that all of our venues have close proximity to cool places. I understand that a lot of the teams will be bringing their own shelters to protect their athletes. We're going to do those little extra things that we can. I know I was chatting with our co-chair Aaron Rollick this morning, and he said the whole week he's just going to have his coolers in the back of his truck loaded up with water and Powerade, driving around, giving people a cool drink. And those are the kinds of things I think as our host community that we'll just try to go above and beyond to make sure that people are enjoying the heat and nobody's suffering from it.
So, Wendy, is there anything that you would like to share about the event that I may not have asked?
We've also got multiple opportunities at Synergy Credit Union at the Games office if people want to pop down there and get a hand. And then, of course, Thursday we have our big volunteer VIP event where we're going to thank all of our volunteers ahead of the games, and that's at Service Sports Center.
I do think that probably one of the big side benefits of being a volunteer is the sense of community and the friendships that you make along the way.
Mhm. It is. And, I just introduced two of my favorite people to each other a few minutes ago at Synergy Credit Union. And I was amazed that they didn't know each other. And I said, you two are going to enjoy getting to know each other because they have so much community spirit in common. And that's just one of the greatest things about what's happening here over the next couple of weeks is so many people are going to get to know each other that they didn't know before.
Excellent. All right. Again, thank you, Wendy.